that day, the final blow of Thor's hammer had destroyed the Bifrost, and the most dangerous prince of Asgard fell through a cosmic rift. But this wasn't just any forest. His green cape, torn, a heavy scent of magic floating in the air. It wasn't Asgardian magic, it was something more primal, more dangerous, wilder. Midgard, Loki muttered with a hoarse voice. But no, this wasn't Midgard. The energy in the air was different, as if the universe itself had changed frequency. Loki touched the ground with his fingers. He felt the vibration. This is another universe, he whispered, and for the first time in his life, Loki felt fear, not the fear of losing, but the fear of being completely alone, without Asgard, without Thor, without Odin, without anyone. Can you imagine being in a place where no one knows your name, where your power means nothing, where you are? But just at that moment, a voice rose from the darkness, red eyes glowing in the dark. The man had raised his wand. Loki smiled. "And you are in my world, your world." A green light shot out. Loki looked at the destroyed tree. Spheres of golden energy appeared in his hands. "I know magic," each clone approaching Voldemort from a different direction. Voldemort did not move. He twirled his wand. Voldemort cast spell after spell. Loki pressed his knife against Voldemort's throat. Voldemort dispersed like black mist. "Mine is transformation." Loki realized this was someone who understood the game. "You want to control this world. I lost another. Then we part ways, or we'll do something bigger." Voldemort stepped forward. "The world I lost had advanced technology and gods. What if we control these rifts, if we learn to travel between worlds? Pure respect." Voldemort smiled. Genuinely, for the first time. It was soulless, cold, but real. The Infinity Stones. Voldemort raised his hand. "Because even if they destroy my body, my soul remains." Loki understood. He was alone in Asgard, according to them, impure. He clenched his fist. Both had been judged unfairly. Both wanted to prove themselves. Wait, a locket. But here is the problem. The Horcruxes make me immortal in this world, but in other universes, I don't know. Loki felt dark energy emanating from them. "Murder," he said. "Simply a murder for each Horcrux." The Infinity Stones? Reality? To change existence itself. If we combine these stones with your Horcruxes, more powerful than anyone. The two looked at each other. Their plan was becoming clear, but the most shocking thing was, neither trusted the other. "My magic is not enough to travel between universes." Voldemort admitted. The two remained silent. "The Time Turner," he whispered, "the device Hermione Granger used. But if we enhance it, if we apply the correct spell, if we combine your magic with my knowledge of dimensional rifts." "It's in the Ministry of Magic," said Voldemort. Heavily guarded, protected by dozens of Aurors, only a few guards patrolled the dark corridors. They dodged detection spells, they deactivated magical alarms, they reached the Department of Mysteries, revealing a room full of strange objects. "Wait," Loki whispered. "This is too easy." He waved his wand. Loki created clones. Voldemort cast curses. The chaos had begun. But just when they were about to escape, the door opened. Harry Potter entered. He had raised his wand, his green eyes shining with determination. "Voldemort," he said, with a voice cold as ice, "I killed you years ago, but I never left, actually. You only destroyed a part of me, a fragment, an echo." He stepped closer. "Let us meet formally." Voldemort attacked from the other side. But wait, don't miss this detail. More clones appeared. "They are illusions," Harry shouted, frustrated. "They aren't real." "Are you sure?" said a voice behind him. Harry turned too late. A clone of Loki struck him. Loki slipped towards the Time Turner. Voldemort had activated the Time Turner. Harry was thrown backwards, crashing against the wall. New York, giant buildings of glass and steel, bright lights everywhere, advanced technology. "This is," Loki pointed at a huge building, "the Defense Agency. But this time, it will be harder to get it, because the Avengers are here. Iron Man, the tech genius, Hulk all together, and I know exactly how to manipulate him." Voldemort studied Loki. You won't believe it, but Loki's true plan was completely different. They passed by armed agents, but when they got closer, Nick Fury appeared in front of them. Voldemort stepped out of the shadows. He raised his wand. Then Iron Man flew from the roof, with his thrusters roaring, firing a beam of energy at Loki. Thor descended from the sky, with Mjolnir shining, his red cape waving. The hammer struck the ground, creating a shockwave, cracking the floor, making the entire building shake. Thor shouted, "This time there will be no forgiveness. You will pay for your crimes." "Thor," said Loki with a tired voice. "Please, listen, I've changed." "Lies," roared Thor. "You always lie." Thor attacked again, but Voldemort intervened. He pointed his wand directly at Thor. "Crucio." The torture curse hit Thor. The god of thunder fell to his knees, screaming, shaking, trembling, his body convulsing with pain. The door was destroyed. The green giant roared. The sound shook the whole building. Voldemort stepped back. For the first time, there was real fear in his eyes. The two ran to escape, but Hulk chased them. Every step shook the ground, every roar made the air tremble. Loki created a massive illusion. Hundreds of clones appeared. Hulk got confused. He attacked the clones, destroying them one by one. Voldemort seized the moment, frustrated. "If we can't take the Tesseract, you are completely crazy." And when he arrives, when he is distracted fighting the Avengers, we kill him. Voldemort completed. Loki raised his hand, but Loki didn't know something important. Thanos' ship appeared in the skies of New York. Giant, dark, terrifying, blocking the sun. Black Widow with her weapons. The mad titan Thanos teleported. "Loki," said Thanos, with a deep voice like thunder, "I smell your betrayal from here. I am going to kill you slowly, and I will enjoy every second." Voldemort tried using only magic, without stones, but nothing happened. Thanos didn't even move. "Your childish spells do not work on me," said Thanos. One by one, with ease, with the Power Stone, he took down Hulk. With the Space Stone, he teleported Iron Man away. With his fist, he knocked out Captain America. Loki smiled in the shield facility. "You don't trust," he said, choking. "But you have no choice." Loki brought weapons technology. Purple energy flowed towards Loki. Loki screamed in pain, one after another, but at that exact moment, Voldemort turned towards Loki. He pointed his wand directly at him. His eyes glowed red. Then he pointed his wand at Loki, Avada Kedavra. But the Avengers entered at that moment. Chaos was at its peak. Cursed flames appeared. The building began to collapse. Loki smiled weakly in pain. "You never were." Loki's shadow placed it in the Infinity Gauntlet. The shield building collapsed completely. Thanos teleported into space. 6 months later, Stark technology. But one night, someone knocked on his door. "Did you forget you tried to kill me?" said Loki with a cold voice. He took a step forward. "Just before Thor took me away, but together with your magic and my cosmic knowledge, with your Horcruxes and this fragment of the Tesseract, the universes finally shook hands, but in both their eyes, the truth could be seen. Both still hid secret plans, both still planned to betray the other, both still wanted all the power for themselves. It was only a matter of time." The camera pulled back slowly. Malfoy Manor grew small in the distance, surrounded by darkness. The stars shone in the night sky, and from somewhere,